Today I'll be demonstrating how to apply a metasplint, or commonly called a spoon splint. Here's a list of some supplies you will need: tape, a tongue depressor, rolled cotton, stretch gauze, formerly called cling, pre-measured splint, vet wrap, and scissors usually come in handy. In this video, you'll see that I pre-measured 2 pieces of tape that will go alongside either leg. Once I've supplied the tape on both sides of the leg, I put a tongue depressor just so that way the tape doesn't kink while I'm applying the rest of the bandage. Once the stirrups are secure, the next step is to apply the padded layer. It's important to work distal and work your way up proximal, and to overlap the padded layer by 50%. You'll also notice that I left 2 toes out underneath the bandage. This is so we can ensure that the bandage isn't too tight and that we're not cutting off circulation to the rest of the leg. Once a padded layer is applied, the next step is to apply the cling or stretch gauze. This helps press down the padding and secure it in place. You follow the same guidelines as you do with the padded and make sure that it's overlapped by 50%. And work your way distal to proximal. This is also the stage where scissors come in handy. Once the cling gauze is secured, the next step is to apply the splint and tape back the stirrups to expose the toes. The last and final step is to apply the vet wrap. You'll see that I pre-unwound the vet wrap to ensure that I don't apply it too tight to the dog's leg. You'll also see that the vet wrap follows the same rule as the padded gauze and the cling gauze: 50% above, 50% below, going proximal to distal. Some techs and veterinarians will also choose to tab off the vet wrap just to ensure that they can remove it in a more easier process. Some will also add tape to the top of the leg just to secure it so that way it doesn't unroll. And that is how to apply a metasplint. Once a splint is ready to be removed, you work backwards in the same way that you put it on. Once you've found the proximal tabbed layer of vet wrap, gently work your way down the leg to remove it. The next step is to remove the splint and the stirrups, securing the cling gauze in place. Once the cling gauze is exposed, you can work your way proximal to distal all the way down the leg. The second to last step is to remove the padded layer. And last but not least, gently remove the tape on either side of the leg. If the tape wants to stick to the fur, you can always wet down the tape to make it a little bit less painless on the animal.